Welcome to Bake With Me. We are here with a fabulous woman and a delicious recipe. We are going to make an orange glazed bundt cake. Can you say bundt cake?
Bundt cake?
Not a butt cake, a bundt cake.
Bundt cake.
And I'm going to introduce you to this fabulous woman here. Please help me welcome Charlene. Charlene, I'm so happy to have you here today.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Thank you for opening up and telling us all about
Polio.
polio.
Mm-hmm.
Polio.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, that is not something you hear often.
No, part of it pretty much as the end of the high epidemic.
Oh, okay.
Because
so you're young is what you're trying to say. Super young. It just happened a few years ago, right?
No, it happened when I was 3.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll talk more about that. Let's get into this glazed orange cake. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
All right. So first we're going to start, as always, with our dry ingredients. We have a 1.5 cups of gluten-free flour. I am going to just dump that in there. We have 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 cup of organic cane sugar or sugar of your choosing. And that's it, guys. How much easier do you get? Not much easier. So I'm going to have you, Charlene, go ahead and put together our wet ingredients. So first we're going to start with 2 eggs. Thank you. And then we've got 3 tablespoons of milk. And again, any milk of your choice. I'm using almond milk, so to keep it as lactose-free as possible. And then we have 3/4 cup of freshly squeezed orange juice. Don't cheat. Don't you go to that store and buy yourself some orange juice. Squeeze those oranges because you're going to need the zest anyway. So you get 3 oranges. Take the zest of 3 oranges. Winds up being about 5 tablespoons.
Ready?
Ready. Plop that in there. Look at you. You've baked before.
With my grandmother.
Oh, that's so sweet. Also a couple of years ago. That's so sweet.
She's the one who taught me how to bake.
Aw, did she teach you how to say bundt?
No, we didn't have those back then.
You didn't have bundt cakes
It was
back
just
then?
layer cakes.
Layered cakes.
It was
Do you have
a white
favorite?
cake. It was a white cake with 7-minute frosting.
7-minute frosting. We're going to have to do that on the show sometime. All right, so let's do a teaspoon of vanilla. Thank you. A 1/2 cup of oil. Also, again, a vegetable oil of your choice. I'm using canola oil. Thank you. And then we're just going to take like a pinch of salt. Pinch. And you need to have sound effects just like that.
Okay.
All right, so let's stir that up. And while you do that, tell me a little bit about how in the world, like you were diagnosed with the polio, you said 3 at 3 years old. So what, did your parents start noticing some signs and symptoms?
Well, my father was anti-doctor, anti-medicine. So that's why the polio came later, because my mom had to put me in daycare. And that was one of the requirements that I have the vaccine. So it was a combination of the vaccine and my home environment, the polio. I got the fever and the side effects from it. Meaning, my mom did see that I was really sick, and she got me to the hospital as soon as she could. And they stopped it from progressing to the rest of my body. I have it in my left arm, and I have it in my back.
Okay, see, I didn't know this. It just travels to certain parts?
It started traveling.
Wow.
And if she didn't get me to the hospital in time, it would have I would be just all the way down to my toes.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank God she did get you there on time.
Yes, she did.
So you were 3. Do you remember any? I'm just going to grab this from you. And all we're going to do is mix our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients. But I'm too into what Charlene's saying, so you guys just hold on. So tell me how it affected you, like in grade school and.
I feel like I was pretty much treated normal.
Yeah.
Nothing special. My family never treated me special. Meaning, they were like.
But you are special.
I got, punished just like my siblings.
Well, that's good.
I got time out and everything. So we really never spoke about it.
Okay.
Because they wanted me to have a very normal upbringing, not let it to define me.
Good. Perfect. Did other kids notice?
If they did, they didn't say anything.
Okay, perfect.
Which was pretty good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yes. I don't think I was ever taunted or teased or bullied or anything because I had it,
Good.
which I felt lucky.
Yeah, exactly. And as an adult, how does it affect you?
For it to affect me now, I do. I don't let it define me, but
Yeah.
sometimes I really can't do something.
Okay, so you're limited in certain
Limited.
things.
Oh yes, because it's my left arm and it's my back,
Okay.
and I have a lot of hardware. You know, I have pins in my elbow, pins in my shoulder. I
Oh,
have rods in my back to
wow.
keep me up.
Now, did that come over time, or was
They
that
were
something?
surgeries during stages, starting at the
Yeah.
age of 9.
Yeah, so
and
you've
then-
never been free of the polio. It's always
Oh
been
no,
a
it's
part
going
of
to
who
be
you are.
forever.
It's forever.
It's forever.
Aw. But it shouldn't get worse. Is that correct?
You do kind of start feeling a little bit more tired,
Yeah.
and I am starting to feel a little bit more tired.
Yeah. Like right now?
No, not really, not that much.
Good enough so that we can make this glazed orange
Okay.
bundt cake?
All right.
All right, super simple. I just took my bundt pan, not to be confused with a butt pan, and
My
sprayed
coworkers are going to laugh on that one.
and we sprayed it just with some oil, some spray, and we're just going to dump our batter in. It's going to be nice and pretty. And let me just tell you guys, the scent of this, the
Oh my
fragrance
God, it
that's
smells
coming out of
wonderful.
these oranges is just amazing. I can't wait to try it.
It's so Florida.
Here we go. This, oh, I love the batter in there. It's beautiful. Just turn your pan around and try to get that batter in there evenly. You're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees and bake it from 30 to 40 minutes. You want to see some brown around the edges and a little bit of brown on top, and then you know your cake is done. And of course, always stick a toothpick in there and make sure your toothpick comes out clean. And we will see you when our bundt cake is baked. Welcome back. Our orange bundt cake smells delicious and it
Yes.
looks delicious. It's beautiful. And the only way we can make this even slightly better is to make the glaze. Okay? So we are going to take 1 1/4 cups of powdered sugar, num-nums,
Mm-hmm.
half a teaspoon of vanilla, and I have 2 to 3 tablespoons of freshly squeezed orange juice, but I'm going to just kind of toss in a little bit and stir it because you want it the right consistency to be able to go over and glaze your cake just beautifully. Oops, look at that. I dumped the whole thing in. That's okay. So is there anything else that you feel people should know about polio?
I feel that you should never skip out on your vaccines.
Yeah.
My vaccine came too late with a combination of the vaccine and the environment that I was living in. Polio is a paralyzing of the muscles. I have no muscles in my left arm. I have no muscles in my back. I am put together with a pin in my elbow. I have a pin in my shoulder. I have 3 rods down my back.
How do you do at the airport?
Sometimes.
You set off some alarms? 'Cause
Sometimes.
your girl's packing.
Sometimes I
But
have.
thank goodness they could do all that so that you can be functional.
Yes. And I think every day that my mom was smart enough and saw the signs and got me to the hospital pretty quick.
Yes.
So, because I feel grateful that it never went all the way down to my feet.
Which definitely could have happened
Yes,
had they
it
not
could
caught
have.
it in time.
Yes, it could have.
Wow, I'm
Yes,
so
it could
glad,
have.
Charlene, too, and I'm glad that you're doing well.
I feel
a
like
daily
I
basis.
have done well
Good.
and still doing well.
All right, how about we glaze this
Okay,
beautiful
ready.
cake? All right, guys, are you ready for this loveliness? It's so easy. I just whisk together those ingredients.
Ooh,
Woohoo, look at that.
that's so fancy.
Isn't it fancy? You can make any fancy design you want or not. You just drizzle it on. You can always make more glaze if you need it, but this really should be enough.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, you can let it set, but we're not going to do that today because we're not typical, are we?
No.
We want to take a bite of this. Do you want to try the glaze? Oh, that's good.
That is,
Ooh,
oh my God, that's so good.
num-nums. Hey, we've got spoons today. So we're going to
Okay.
cut this cake with a spoon because we don't care, right?
Okay.
So let me get you a piece of this cake. Thank you so much, Charlene, for joining us and telling us all about your story. I think it's really important for people to hear. There you go.
Well, thank you for letting me invite myself.
She did invite herself, but I was so on board and I love it. And you know what? I'm gonna take a little extra glaze because I can. Do you want a little extra glaze?
Oh, yes.
All right, scoop it in there. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Enjoy.
Okay.
Let's take this bite. Ready?
Ready. Whoops. Ready. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
It's like butter. It melts in
It's
your
so
mouth.
good.
It's delicious. You get that citrusy pang. Orange Bundt Cake is the best. I mean, Orange Bundt Cake is the best. You guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you again. We'll see you on the next show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. If you want more information on the disability that you learned about today, click the link below and please subscribe to our channel. Peace, love, and happiness.